Welcome to another great session. We are here with Lisa Mullis as a copywriter and designer with 20 plus years of entrepreneurial experience. Lisa helps service-based professionals look, sound, and sell like the high-value experts they are. Welcome, Lisa. It's so great to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You're a copywriter, and as business owners, we have to write emails to our audience, and it is crucial way for us to build the relationship and help our clients on an ongoing basis. Would you give us some tips and tricks on how to write emails that are valuable to clients, allow you to build relationships with your clients, and allow you to build a very strong business?
So I love that you asked this question because I love email marketing. I mean, that's what we're talking about is email marketing. Whether that's happening one-to-one, right? Like just personal emails you might be sending out, reaching out to prospective clients, customers, etc. Or if you're using software to send out email like newsletters and sales emails, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's kind of the same principles. Number one, your subject line. Because if people are not going to open it up, well, then it's going to be hard to do much else, right? So the subject line is hugely important. I have a whole course on, it's like more of a mini course on how to write subject lines, titles, subtitles, calls to action. Those are like the little, all of these little one-liners that are really, really important to get people to open up things, to get people to read things. Because usually the content itself is really good, but if nobody's going to open it up, well then, you know, what good is it? So, I mean, just here's one thing I will say. If you can speak to the value piece, and by that I'm talking in this case about the benefits and the outcomes. So benefits are like short-term gains, advantages that people can experience, like kind of near-term stuff, whereas outcomes are like the long-term transformation over time. Like that's how I describe those two. If you can speak to those things in the subject line, or if you can point to the villains, like say, you know, be able to do this thing without, and then the villain, like those always make really good subject lines. I personally like using emojis from time to time in the subject line. Those can catch the eye, you know, and sometimes that's all you need is just to kind of catch somebody's eye and then they read it and open it. So that's what I would say for the subject lines. As far as for the email itself, I mean, a lot of this depends on what type of email you're sending out, but I think the bottom rule of thumb to always keep in mind is why. Like what's in it for the reader? Like if you can say there's value here for the reader because this is going to help them do this, or it's going to help them avoid this, or it's going to help them take the next step, then you're probably pretty good with your email content. And I just was, because I was given a masterclass earlier this week on email marketing. And what I would say is that it's not so much the actual email writing itself, because what I love about email is it is so personal and it can be so personalized and you know, it's you, it's your voice, even for people who are at big companies, you know, the company itself and their voice and the humans of the company shining through the email, that's really key. And so, and I can't write that for you, nobody else. Like that is you, has to be you coming through. And as long as you can stay focused on really what is in it for my reader, then you can kind of say whatever you want to say and be you in the email. And then those can work quite well.
Thank you. And how do you recommend to finish off? Should people use PS?
Yeah.
Any other advice?
No, other than I would just say, the PS area of an email, if you use that, I mean, I do from time to time because that often can be one of the most read places in an email. And then the other things have a lot more to do with like technical issues, like just testing and making sure stuff's showing up, you know, appropriately for people in their emails and that kind of stuff. Yeah.